What's up, guys? 2024 Chevy Silverado EV, 24 and up Sierra EV, 25 and up Denali, Yukon SUV. We got this ready to go. It was a challenging endeavor. We got new hardware for these trucks. Plug and play just like the old GMLC V2 system. Looks the same, new hardware though. All the same functionality you come to expect from these kits.
Can you tell us what the new ZW-GMLC-EV is? And what makes it unique in the ZWAGZ lineup?
This is proprietary hardware we've developed and designed in-house. No one else has a kit that can plug and play so easily on these vehicles and get your lights flashing in a wig-wag pattern situation here like this. No one else has this, so that makes us pretty unique in the industry. And outside of the industry, we're pushing for fleets to install these as well. Really simple install at the light control module, just like the V2 version.
Why was this new version developed? What was the main goal behind upgrading the GMLC V2?
So we realized there was an issue with the Tahoe, the brand new Tahoe, that a lot of the data has changed inside of those trucks. Much more complex than the older Chevys. We had to dive in real deep and develop the new version. Required making new hardware. We're happy to say that we have it ready to go now.
How does ZWAGZ help improve fleet and safety lighting compared to traditional wig-wag systems?
So ease of installation is probably the biggest reason. Before, wig-wags would require like a 6-hour install, expensive components. You got to wire all over the truck. There's a central brain unit. You got to drill holes inside of the headlight housings here, which unnecessary with this kit. This is very simple. It's a one connector T-harness and that's it, you're done. It's very simple, 10-minute, 15-minute install versus, you're gonna save money and time. You're gonna save money in components and maintenance requirements over as time goes on. Updates are always coming for these things in case something goes wrong or something's weird or you got a different variant or something. We're always working on the code on these to fix them, to make everything better and work the best for you guys.
How easy is the installation process for the ZW-GMLC-EV?
Installation's really simple. It's right next to the BCM. It's going to be one connector you remove from the light control module. You put this in between so it's intercepting only one connector. And then you zip tie this up and that's it. You can run a button. We have a button that comes from the couple different options for activating. You could run that up and stick it in, or you could just use the factory high beam lever. We also have options for upfitter switches for an input, for a 12-volt input, so wired triggers if you want for input activation.
What are the biggest improvements or changes in this new model compared to the GMLC V2?
So new hardware with this. It's not the same hardware as the V2. It's faster processing power with this. Compatible with more cars. Moving forwards, we're only going to update these, but this is the way to go now, GMLC EV.
You mentioned there are now 7 flash patterns. Can you walk us through what those look like?
Flash patterns, really it's like 4, but a couple of them are repeated with special differences towards the end there. We have a left-right blinking pattern. We have a double left, double right blinking pattern. We have a waterfall pattern, which goes down in succession with each housing. And then we kind of repeat those with no red flashing in the rear, which is a requirement for some fleet vehicles. In some situations, in some states, they don't allow any red flashing in the rear, for example. This is a pattern. This is something we implemented to the pattern so that you can leave it on that pattern for those guys.
What's the benefit of having the inverted patterns added to the new software?
So the inverted pattern is just a really simple way to get something else different. It was a really quick way to add an extra pattern or two. So normally when we're flashing these, we're sending commands to turn the light off, and the inverted patterns would be the same except opposite. So we're turning the light on instead. So it's just another unique pattern set that no one else has.
Can you show us how activation works using the high beam lever and push button?
So we have 3 different types of activation. We have a wire trigger, push button, high beam lever, and we also have a fob activation. This can be activated with the vehicle off, for instance. So it's a lock unlock, and you do that 4 times quickly. You press lock again to kind of lock it in there. It should shut the daytime running down, and then there you go. You get your pattern going. This doesn't require ignition at all. You can just do it from the fob at any time if you're within range. You can also turn it off with the fob. So activation methods are pretty simple. Other than the fob, ignition has to be on. So I'm going to step on that. We got a press button, which comes off the button there, or comes off the connector there. Press and hold. You can see how we're already lit up and going. You can change patterns with the same button, okay? Once it's on, you press and release to change a pattern, or you hold it. Again, 5 seconds to turn it off, on and off right there. Another method would be, you can hold like you're flashing someone like there, hold for 5 seconds, you'll see a flash in the cluster. We got the blinkers here indicate pattern 1, it blinked once, indicating pattern 1, and you're already running. There's another way and you can change patterns by putting a blinker on and doing the same activation there. Or same, to turn it off, you can just hold, press and hold. The last method for activation would be wired trigger inputs. Connector goes here and you can send 12 volt off of an upfitter switch to activate or deactivate, and it's a latched input for turning on, if desired.
What does plug and play at the OE light control module mean for installers in terms of time saved?
So no cutting at all. It just means let the truck go to sleep, essentially. And you're going to unplug one connector at the light control module, plug our connector in, plug the connector that you just unplugged back into the backside, and that's basically it. Plug the module in at the end, and then fire it up. Let's give it a test.
How long does it typically take to install the ZW-GMLC-EV compared to traditional wiring kits?
We're under 20 minutes install with this easily, and that's mostly because we got to let the truck go to sleep before we begin the unplugging process. Traditional Wig-Wags, yeah, we're looking at I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hours. Because you got to run to every single, you got to run a harness to every single housing, drill a hole, mount the brain somewhere. That's hours worth of work. So that's all eliminated with this system, completely eliminated.
Does it require any cutting, programming, or special tools?
No cutting, no programming, no special tools at all. We offer updates if there's ever an issue ever. We're constantly working on this. They will get better and more patterns are probably going to be added as time goes on, for sure.
Can the outputs from the ZW-GMLC-EV also be used to control external lighting systems?
So for outputs, we have a couple outputs options. We have an output that stays hot whenever we're active, just constantly hot. We also have 2 other outputs that mimic the left and the right blinking action. You do need to add relays at this moment to boost current if you're going to tie to external lighting sources, but we give you that option for flexibility for guys that have light bars that are already existing aftermarket lighting to their vehicles, to kind of, it'll match with what's going on a little bit with our flashing patterns.
How does the backwards compatibility with previous GMLC V2 vehicles help dealers and upfitters?
So the GMLC EV is backwards compatible with everything that the GMLC V2 is compatible with. We're only going to be focusing on the GMLC EV hardware moving forwards. So if you order at all for any of these trucks, it's going to be the GMLC EV from now on, basically.
How reliable has the system been during your testing on the 2025 GMC Yukon Denali and Silverado EV?
Sure, we have dozens of guys out there with these trucks and these kits installed, and it's been months and we haven't had any hiccups at all. This is a ZZ2 vehicle right here that we're rolling with all the time in case something goes wrong. We're always trying to improve everything. Reliability is our goal, 100%.
What kind of customers or fleets benefit most from the ZW-GMLC EV?
So these systems are mostly for fleets. That's our main goal. Any state workers that are working on the side of the road a lot, this will bring you a whole lot more visual, obviously, than just hazards. Look how much more is going on the back and the front end of this. Like on-site work jobs that require some sort of flashing, this is going to be a really simple way to bring attention to any danger around the vehicle. And then any guys that just want volunteer firefighters, we've had some guys love this system for that reason. And then people that just want something different on their vehicle for shows.
What feedback have you received so far from testers or installers using it?
So far, people have they've loved it. They've loved the ease of install. They've loved how it works every time. We've had some shops get upset because they had other companies like wiring the traditional wig-wag methods, and they've lost a job because they've lost a job to this system because this is under half an hour install versus something that's that's hours and hours and hours of labor.
Where can viewers learn more or become a ZWAGZ installer or dealer?
So guys, my name is Brendan. I'm in R&D and engineering over here. I'm just deeply involved and instrumental in the building of this, working directly with our engineers to make this happen. If you have any questions at all, you can give us a call, or you can go to our website, zz2.com/ZWAGZ. That's ZWAGZ. Tech support in-house, engineering in-house, ready to take your phone calls. Give us a call.